Hello, fellow stackers. Cactus Jack here. With me today are my loyal assistants, Prospector Gus and his mule, Dutch, and they're going to help me present something in a moment. I just want to first of all give a shout out to fellow stacker and videographer Coin Hound, who inspired this video. He did a video, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I'll have a link in the description below. If you like or you're interested in what I'm going to be talking about here today, you can do a deep dive on the subject in the link I'm going to give you over to Coin Hound's channel. And he talked about there's a patron saint of coin collectors, believe it or not. His name is Saint Eligius. He lived back in the 600s, so it was quite a while ago, and actually rose to become a bishop within the church in addition to being an expert, metallurgist, and he made a lot of statues and helped build some churches. You know, he was in charge of all the artwork that went into it in terms of statues and that kind of thing. So quite a man. And so Coin Hound did a great job on that. So I'm not going to, reinvent the wheel. I'm going to let him, discuss this further if that's something that you think would be interesting. But I think Dutch the mule here is going to help me out. And nice pouch. This came in a nice pouch, and I'll talk about where I got this. There is a beautiful coin, or round, I should say, that Coin Hound talks about. And St. Eligius's image is on the round, and it's really quite nice. It's very detailed round, and the premium was very high, and he had to go on eBay, and he paid quite a bit for it. I didn't want to do that. I don't even know if there's any available. Only 500 were made. So I took the cheap route out, and because I was interested in getting something about this gentleman because, patron saint of coins. Maybe I can pray to him and make silver go to the moon someday, huh? I don't know. But anyway, this is the card that came in the pouch. St. Eligius, patron saint of jewelers, craftsmen, and metalworkers. Here he is in his workshop. And on the back, I'm not going to go into this because Coin Hound does such a good job over on his video. But that comes with it, and I'm going to talk about the people that make this. Again, the nice pouch it came in. And this is pewter. This is not silver or gold, it's pewter. But a nice depiction of St. Eligius at his workbench. Maybe he's putting his logo on a coin there. No, I doubt it. He's probably hammering something to be used in a bigger piece, I would imagine. And on the back, it just simply says Eligius. Okay? But I like that. It's a good thing to hang up, and it can take the weather too. So you could even have it outside in the weather. I don't know why you would, but the directions say you can. So the name of the company, I'll put that right down there. I don't think Gus and Dutch will mind if they share the space with St. Eligius. The name of the company, because he specializes in making statues and medals of saints, is called In the Company of Saints. And I'll also have the link below for that because it's really interesting. The one patron saint he has in addition to St. Eligius in the paper I got here from him is Saint Amand. He's the patron saint of waitresses, waiters, and bartenders. So you might get a few laughs, and if you have friends in different professions, you might find a patron saint of whatever profession they're in and give it to them as a joke or for their birthday or whatever. But let me read you something about In the Company of Saints. The gentleman's name who runs it, he and his wife, he's Hank Schlau, Schlau. We make statues and medals of holy persons, mostly saints. I first read about the subject. Then I sketch a design incorporating what I've read. Next, I carve the original in clay using dental tools, and I make a mold of the piece. I cast the statues in modified gypsum with metal tool powders, the medals, pendants, and lead-free pewter. Finally, we buff and finish the pieces. We thus design and craft every element of every piece ourselves by hand. Nothing is derivative. The pieces are copyrighted. There is, of course, a 2,000-year folk tradition of carving images of saints, and I try to work innovatively in that tradition. Saint Teresa of Avila and St. Francis, they abhorred solemnity when it came to matters of the spirit, so I attempt to express that spiritual amusement and joy in each piece. To get some of the effect of medieval craftsmen, I carve the original of each statue in clay, make a mold, work a slurry of gypsum and other materials, including metal powders, into the mold. Then my wife Karen paints and glazes each piece by hand to make it look like old wood or stone. Each piece, then, is handmade by us. Every piece comes with a card that gives a brief history of the saint and an explanation of how he or she has become the patron of certain professions, animals, or situations. Because the pieces are made of a resilient architectural material, they can go outside, as I said before. So I forgot that they also do statues and medals of patron saints of animals or situations in addition to professions. So if you're a dog lover or that, they probably have the patron saint of animals. I imagine that might be St. Francis, because every statue I ever saw of him, he had birds crawling all over him. And so that's probably who that is. You never know. You could check it out. But if you're interested, like I said, I'll put a link down below of Coin Hound. And I'll also put a link to this company in the Company of Saints if you're interested. All right? And I'll see you next time. Thanks.